queen.
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got to picture me, Pacific ice in my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never look lucky, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like you and I look, yeah, Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the trolls, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling, ready for war like
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return. Gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Hey, gotta go. Red,
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky on first down. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Flash the stick. Run from it, stop short of the 35. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gotta go. Move.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval. By the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for jump, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know that's their first connection in this game, But you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, wait. Gun. Here we go.
To throw is Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. For the Chicago Bears, Charles, it's kind of the dust settles on this season. How do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But it's a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, a big story, as it always is come January. Head coaching changes around the NFL. If you count the situations in Cleveland, in Green Bay, that's 8 openings all told.
And that's about the number people were starting to predict somewhere around mid-season. I think out of all of them, the Marvin Lewis situation in Cincinnati, he had been there for 16 years. Many thought he might stay, but it seemed like it was a mutual deal where he decided to step down. But out of all of them, there may be 1 or 2 that may recirculate within the league and be a head coach at another spot.
Tough for Steve Wilks after just 1 season to be let go.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often in this league. He was the unfortunate recipient of way too many injuries on his team. Never got a chance to get off the ground.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some room to run now. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
18. Hey, gotta go. 18.
On first down, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
18. Move. Gotta go. Hey, 18. Man,
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. For the Falcons, Charles, we talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker Deion Jones for a long stretch of time, you end up starting 1-4. Then in the second half of the season, you have a 5-game losing streak. 7-9 is actually better.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Gun. 22.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
There we go.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hey, 21. Let go. 22.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. That's complete. Hooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
22.
Coleman now. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On third and goal, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
11, 12, 22.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
21.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, wait.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, and when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Come on, gotta go. You see it? Red, touch. 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Lock in. Red, touch. Hey, gotta go. Red, touch. Red, touch.
They run. This is Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
18.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. So
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life, then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that